VR-ware. Our passion is for the future.
Can't tell time. Actually, I've always known that. I am chronologically challenged. As Av is going to send that, no way. Is that going to be...
Stack there to recover it. It's going to go for a clear, but unfortunately there, Isolate playing very far back for High Voltage. Going to recover it. Lulz on the recovery, going to go for a pass onto Goran Jr., who's going to juke, going for the one more pass, and Lulz able to secure the first round for High Voltage.
Back into the hands of Aiden. Aiden going low now. Pass to Crispy. Crispy walking it in. Can he do it? Bounce shot. Oh. No, it's recovered by Pigeon. They needed 3 though. They need the goalie. Oh!
They got it! They got it! We're going to overtime! No! You cannot do this.
Now that's going to be through the tube. These stacks, the double stacks are there. The shot is going to be stopped. Talk about that defense getting back at the right time, but it's still in the hands of Helmet. Helmet, another save from Howler. Talk about this defense. They're not letting Helmet put any more points on the board. Down to neutral zone. Who's there first? No one. It's eventually going to be Tejada. Tejada, no, gets stolen from his hands. X open 3, but gets stunned. Who's going to be there? Catnip. Catnip! 3 points. But Catmon taking an early lead. They are the higher seeded team, I do believe. And definitely maybe showing that 1 rank difference. It's quite large.
Careful because there are a lot of converging defenders. Tries to slice it over to the side. A steal from Sendo. Another shot from Sendo. And send in for 3.
All the way down to the orange side of the arena. Mamba now slapping it right to his teammate. That was actually a behind the back blind slap. Zach slowing it down, really patient, slapping it down, passing it to Duke. Duke trying to pass across the Caption. Caption back to Duke, and then Duke in the top pocket over the goalie. Really well played off the bat. Synapse coming out strong.
You don't wanna know.
Lost track of time, don't know how to feel, but I'm not sorry. I'm lost in your eyes, are you even real? But don't you worry, I'm not looking for the one, no,
Aurora, but Anomaly instead right there. That Shane. Oh man, we cannot stop talking about it and just how fast it is. Now, this one picked up by Acorn and with a little over the head.
Moments that a turnover happens and Seven's been able to turn those around and convert them into points. Oh no, another one. Citizen lock shot. Unbelievable. They're up by 9.
Wow. And says Jaywalker getting an offense, well, almost, but instead picked off.
No.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome today to VRML 1. We are here to see a very interesting matchup here tonight. It is going to be Team Velocity versus Team Wrath, and this is an interesting matchup because both of these teams are on the edge of being able to play in the Challenger Cup. They are right on that barrier of being able to play in the Challenger Cup, being able to play against some of the Master Tier teams to jump into the Master Division and be able to play the Finals Division. And I am joined here on the cams today with, once again, Newton Dad with another cast with me here today. But I am also joined on the co-cast by 1UC. And we will be getting this started very soon, it will seem. But yeah, as I said, these teams are on the brink of getting into the Master. And we did just cast a game earlier between, I believe it was, in fact, I've just forgotten the teams. I think it was High Voltage versus Hive Mind. And yeah, it was a very interesting game, but both those teams on the edge of getting into the Master. They are in the 11th and 12th place. But with that being said, let's get this show on the road as it starts off with the disc now in I Blow Out Sports. That's an interesting name. I'm gonna have to come up with that, but that's Aero Knight, and Aero Knight gonna get that one. What a beautiful shot and beautiful pass coming from Chuck not Norris there. And that is
they're keeping it right. They're keeping it right on early. 2 points to Wrath, but Velocity have lots of time, obviously, to come back. Still 9.5 minutes left, as they are going to pick it up, slap it down left, but no, it's not going to get picked up by his teammates. Hunaveli will eventually be there, but it's going to be back and forth. Now Link has the disc. Link's going to pass to his teammate, but no, it's not going to find the mark. Instead, it's going to bounce high and into the hands of Ryruff, who's going to put it back all the way the other way.
Yeah, and that one's now going to be picked up by the side of Wrath, but just stolen there is Jake, and Jake now getting this stolen from him, and Jake once again getting the hand on the disc, and it's back and forth here, back in the hands of possession as Lufu now once again stolen by Aero Knight, and the pass comes through to ease off some tension over to Link 1, and Link 1 now pressured by that stack as the clear does come through. It will just bounce with the Geo back into the hands of Hunaveli there, as Hunaveli just going to be able to get that clear one, coming all the way back though into the tunnel.
Yeah, all the way back to Jake. Jake is picking it up. He's going low. He wants to buy some time to get the cross pass. It's going to be good. Hunaveli is there. Up quickly to Lufu. Lufu all the way to Ryruff. And Ryruff can't put it in for two. Just barely misses the net as Link 1's going to pick it up and put it back down the field.
And that's a clear coming through, and Aero Knight now looking at an open goal, but that one's just going to be a bit low. However, recollected maybe by Chuck Not Norris, but Chuck Not Norris not able to get a hand on the disc as Link 1 just stunned out there, and Jake getting the clear out now. And Jake, that does look like a perfect clear, but now into the hands of Chuck Not Norris as Chuck Not Norris looking for a clear of his own, but Aero Knight's going to be the one to do it, but Lufu with the recollect, and now Link 1 back in his hands is back and forth once again as the clear comes through, but Chuck Not Norris back at it again, maybe with a shot attempt, just going to go a bit wide there.
A bit wide, but not out. Aero Knight's there. He's ready. He's passing. It's a slap in. Chuck Not Norris will karate kick that into the net for 2. 4-0 for Wrath.
Yeah, and then karate kick indeed. That one was a flyer, straight, unexpected pass there, and a really quick shot coming from the side of Chuck Not Norris. And that will put now Wrath on a 4-point lead already against Velocity as Lufu now gives the disc down all the way, looking for that pass to Hunaveli, but it's just going to be stolen by Chuck Not Norris as Chuck Not Norris gives it off to Link 1, and Link 1 now with the disc. Link 1 giving it over to Aero Knight, and Aero Knight now just taking his time, moving the disc up with his pass down to Link 1 as he will make it, but just stolen there with that intercept from Hunaveli as Hunaveli gives it off to Jake.
Man, I totally agree with Sweet Mom 7 in the chat, as it is really just back and forth, but ooh, that's a long 3, not quite finding the mark. And now it will get picked up by Jake, who's going to find his teammate across the field. Ryruff collapsing in the bubble, but no, he's placing the time. Now he's going to go, but so is Chuck Not Norris, as it's going to be slapped high, and it's going to be Link 1 who is going to toss it downfield. But this disc isn't out, but as I say that, Aero Knight will pick it up and finish the job. But it's going to be a stack. It's going to be in. It's going to be a pass. And they do. Chuck Not Norris 6-0. What a play.
Yeah, that pass and the recollect by that stack just going to secure the points, and the turnaround that Team Wrath suddenly had there. They went from defending to attacking in a matter of seconds, and now they have a 6-point lead with 6 minutes on the clock as Velocity now comes out with speed and velocity out of these tunnels here as Chuck Not Norris, however, with a really quick punch on them there as Link 1 now moving it forward, but just going to miss the disc there and get a stun off on him. And Lufu now with the attempted clear as Lufu now gets the clear out, but it's going to be taken by Sports as Sports now gives it off to Link 1, and Link 1 maybe looking for the pass to Chuck Not Norris, but Chuck Not Norris able to give it back to Sports, and Sports now taking his time, making a pass up there. It's just going to be a bit wide and stolen there by the side of Velocity.
Stolen by Velocity, almost the stack picking up the disc, but unfortunately it's not going to be. This Wrath, the offense, wants to keep on going, and that they will. Up to Chuck Norris, we've seen lots from him, but it's going to go down to Link 1, and Link 1 is going to shoot, but Lufu's going to get a piece of it, but just not enough. 8-0 Wrath.
Yeah, and Wrath really are just running away with this game. They have such momentum, and they keep on driving with such aggression. They manage to get these recollects in the enemy zone, and they keep the disc. They keep passing around, and they get an attack going eventually, as once again, keeping the disc in their own half as Link 1 go for a shot. It's just going to ding though, but Aero Knight looking to back it up. Aero Knight now with the disc, with an open goal, just going to go a bit low there, as maybe a recollect comes from Chuck Not Norris, and Chuck Not Norris actually not going to get it. It's Sports that's getting it with a pass over to Aero Knight, and Aero Knight's going to finish that one, and that is now a 10-point lead. Maybe Wrath are looking for a mercy or something along those lines here.
Huh. I mean, they're certainly just on pace to, but Velocity wants none of that. Once again, they do have the joust advantage, which is all they've had this game. And maybe this time they can convert, as it is going to be Lufu picking it up. Lufu up to Hunaveli. Hunaveli's taking a look, taking it long, just watching, just looking. No one's pressuring. Now they will. So now he's going to go for the cross pass. Unfortunately, it's going to be almost a self pass. But Aero Knight's there to intercept. Back down the other way. And this offense is here and ready. But no, instead they're going to just be patient, as they should. Great patience, but that's the shot. As it's going to bounce into the stack. No, just misses. Instead, it's going to bounce into the hands of Jake, who is going to just shoot it down into the midfield.
But Aero Knight fighting for the disc as he does manage to get it, but just stolen there from the side of Velocity, as maybe a shot comes out here, but maybe just a recollect from Hunaveli. Hunaveli's going to have to juke around there, but just stunned out from the side of Team Wrath there, getting that stun and now looking to convert this into some sort of attacking play, but stopped by that stack in the mid zone there as Ryroff gives it all the way over to Hunaveli, and Hunaveli now walking it into the bubble, giving it a crash on in, and Ryroff now with the attacking opportunity. Ryroff, and it's going to be dinging! That one was so close, and that could have given them some momentum to start, but Hunaveli's going to be the one to do it, and Hunaveli shortens that lead down to only 8 points now.
Man, there we go. Some life with 3 minutes remaining from Velocity. Maybe they can get enough momentum to keep this pressure going. But now, Wrath, first time this game with the joust advantage. They're going to pick it up. It is going to be Sports going up to Link. Link just going across, but maybe gets stunned from his hand. I'm not sure. He did miss it. But now it's going to be Jake. No, back and forth, turnover by turnover. Hunaveli gets the slap downfield, and now it's going to be recovered by Link, who is going to get passed back, but they still have disc control.
And Chuck Not Norris looking for a clear there. That one's going to be a bit wide, though, as Link 1 now with the drive. But that intercept from the stack there. Ryroff getting a hand on it, getting the clear out, and then it's going to be recollected by himself. But Chuck Not Norris able to get a hand on it, able to get an attempted clear. Just going to come back into Link 1's hands as Link 1 just gets that clear. But now Chuck Not Norris once again on the disc looking for another attacking play. But there comes Lufu. Lufu from the back line on Chuck Not Norris's toes there, on his toes, ready, surprising him. Maybe a shot attempt coming here, just going to be a bit high, but supported by this stack as Hunaveli looks at an open goal. Just going to put that one into the top pocket.
Man, this is a 6-point game. It doesn't feel that way because Wrath got so many early unanswered goals. However, there's still 2 minutes left. 6 goals with just under 2 minutes is very, very doable. That's just 2 3s, 3 2s. These teams are well capable of that. But Wrath, once again, with the joust advantage, is going to get picked up by Sports. And it is going to get pass low to Link 1, who's just going to buy some time.
They're just looking to run down the clock here with this really defensive joust here as Aero Knight just taking his time. Going to back that one all the way out to Chuck Not Norris. And Chuck Not Norris looking to run down the clock even more with a clear, but just intercepted there by that hiding player of Ryruff. But once again, intercepted from the clear there as Aero Knight maybe going for a shot attempt here. Just going to be a bit wide, bouncing off the Geo. But Chuck Not Norris able to recollect. No, it's just going to be stolen there from the side of Velocity. And Velocity are looking at an open 3 here, but it's just going to be saved maybe. But no, Jake is able to sneak that one by, and now it's only a 3-point lead for Team Wrath, and there is a minute left. They did that last one in under a minute. They can do it again and bring this to an overtime.
Oh man, this is hype with only 45 seconds left. Link 1 is gonna go back to sports up, but there's the interception. Ryruff, he's gonna pick it up, but not finding the connection with the teammate. He's gonna get slapped low, but it is gonna get picked up by Chuck Not Norris, who's gonna pass it back for the reset. Sports is looking, he's faking the pumps, he's faking the shoots, he's getting the pass across though. With 30 seconds on the clock, next goal wins or ties, or it's gonna be away. As Aero Knight passes to Chuck, passes to Link, who is going to throw it in for 2. 5-point game, Velocity, but Wrath takes the first round.
Wrath there just coming away with the first round now, and they had that momentum towards the start that somehow Velocity managed to break and managed to get some points on the board, and it was just back and forth a lot of the time, but a lot of the time Wrath just coming away with the disc, but especially towards the end there, Wrath not able to save some of the threes that Velocity put towards them and able to get some strong attack going in. Wrath maybe just playing a bit too defensive towards that later game, but able to get that last 2-pointer to really just seal the deal to finish that first round for a lead for Wrath. And maybe they're going to carry on this momentum, or maybe Team Velocity are going to carry on the momentum that they managed to gain towards the latter half of that round, as they did get a lot of points on the board towards the end, really equaling it out. And maybe we're going to see a good round 3 here. Maybe we're just going to see a clean sweep with the round 2.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Time will tell, but I did get a chance to talk to these team captains before the game. Well, not the team captains, players on each team. Wrath, I talked to Sports. Sports just said that they're taking things game by game, and they're looking to have fun and go out with a bang, and a bang they certainly are, as they are going to take that first round. And Ryruff, on the side of Velocity, just had said, you know, Wrath has been around way longer than us, but we think it will be a great match nonetheless. And I certainly hope that both these teams are having fun tonight, because that is the point of it all. But we are going to head into this second round. Velocity looking to take this to round 3. Wrath looking to close it out in 2. Here we go. Locky, take it away.
Well, let's get this party started, as it does start, and it will be now Velocity coming away with the disc nice and early, as Hunter now driving it forward, just taking his time with the disc, not looking to rush anything too much, and really Wrath just taking their time with their defense, holding it tight and not really pressuring Hunter as Hunter now gives it all the way over to Ryruff, as Ryruff now taking his time on the wall there, looking for the pass over to Jake, and Jake just gonna get stolen there from Chuck Not Norris, and Chuck Not Norris gonna get the clear, and that one's good. That one's gonna go all the way down into the side of Velocity as Jake recollects.
Jake recollects and throws it downfield. That's almost a pass. It's going to get collected to Ryruff. Long 3. He just barely misses, but his teammate is there to collect. And can he put it in? Yes, he can. Hunter puts 2 on the board first for Velocity.
And this time it's going to be Velocity coming out the gate strong with a starting 2-pointer with a minute already off the clock, as Hunter manages to recollect that one. But really, Velocity just had the attacking strength towards that first bit. So far, they have had the strength. They got the disc towards the start. They may have got a little bit of a slip up and a clear coming through, but easily recollected by Velocity. But maybe this one's going to be an attacking opportunity for Wrath, and Aero Knight going to put that one in. Really just sending that one into the goal with 17 MS, and a beautiful shot to equalize now with 8 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock.
Man, what a back and forth round 2. Very different look from both these teams from round 1. Maybe this is their warm-up match, or warm-up round, but it is going to be Lufu passing on the ceiling to Ryruff, and they're just going to pass back and forth, maybe buying some time. maybe trying to bait a defender out to get that overextension, get the stun, and get the pass. And that's looked like exactly what they're doing as they go quickly upfield now. But unfortunately, that pass across to their teammate doesn't quite work out, as it is going to get controlled now by, once again, actually, Ryroff is going to pick it up, and it's going to go downfield. It's going to be the stack. The stack is there. Long three, intercepted, though, by Wrath. But the second shot now, and that's going to be a two-pointer. Velocity take 4-2 lead.
And we're seeing much more of an equal game here. Velocity not letting a foot off the pedal here. They really are just keeping the pressure up, keeping it persistently good, and they want to take this round. They know that they messed up towards the start of the first round. This time, they are on it already. They are prepared, and prepared they are with that stack as Jake now has the disc, and Jake looking for maybe a shot attempt, but intercepted. There will be Sports, as Sports now looks for a clear. That one's going to be good, and all the way down the enemy field, maybe recollected, but it's going to be recollected by Ryroff as Ryroff spins all the way upside down, taking his time on the ceiling, chilling on the roof as he passes over to Jake, and Jake with the ender there, and Jake maybe with a shot attempt, but once again intercepted by Sports. But Lufu now with the pass, Lufu giving it all the way off to Hunter Bailey. Hunter Bailey now juking around on the block and giving it all the way back to Ryroff.
Ryroff is just waiting. Also, thanks for the subscription once again. 15 months. Rox Titan, you are one of the OGs. Do appreciate it. I think you are one of the OGs. They have that nice little #1 tag as well. But it is going to be Ryroff, not Rox Titan, walking upfield. It's going to be passed high to Hunaveli. Hunaveli is going to pass it through for the cut, but no, it's not going to find the back of it, as it is going to go back to Jake. And Jake is just going to walk it back into the hands of his teammates, and they're just looking to bait out a defender, and that they're going to do. Now it's passed to Ryroff, but Ryroff's just looking to take some time. They do have the points advantage. Time is on their side, as it is going to go over to Lufu. Lufu not finding the pass, but no one's really pressuring either. Very disciplined play. There's one, but there's no fast pressure. Ryroff back over across, not finding the mark though. It's going to be turned over, and now Sports Arrow Knight's going to clear it back into the midfield. Are they going to collect it? Yes, they will. The stack is there. The stack is good. Is then the stack read it? Oh, that's a weird bounce. I certainly couldn't read that. But these players are much better than me. But Link 1's going to link up with the disc, nevertheless, up to Chuck Not Norris, and it's going to pop out of the bubble.
However, popping out of the bubble into the hands of Link 1, and Link 1 giving on to Chuck Not Norris. But of course, Chuck not going to miss that shot as he puts it into equalize now, and that's 4-4 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds as we do see a pause coming from one of the teams here, and that's a bit odd, but we will have already 5 minutes and 30 seconds left, and it's 4-4, and honestly, Velocity are playing with so much more, just their calm, especially in that last play there. Wrath play with such more aggression and really offensive play, but Velocity are able to slow things down, take their time, and understand that if the players of Wrath aren't pressuring them and they have this lead, there's no need for them to push forwards and look for goals. But now, with more equal points, maybe Velocity are going to have to step up their game as they are 1 round already down.
They certainly are. It is going to be orange, so that is going to be Velocity taking the pause. Maybe a bit of a mental pause there, as they were trying to play time, and they did get scored upon. But as you said, lots of time on the clock. This is just a taste, once again, of what you're going to see here in the Challenger Cup next week, May 8th. 1 week from today, it's going to be the top 4 teams in Diamond, and I do believe Wrath actually does have a chance. Both these teams do have a chance if they come up with an absolute slaughter of a win, like round 1. But I don't know how the rest is going to go. But these two teams do have a chance to break into it. Nevertheless, they're so close to it, and this is just a taste. So make sure you guys are there. We do need to say you. Hey, Alduin, thanks, man. It's Luke, and with me is Locky11 from across the pond from EU, and on cams is the ever so awesome Newton Dad. But we are just waiting here for the teams to unpause. But yes, May 8th is the Challenger Cup. Be there. It's going to be super hyped, and the winners of that will be fighting for the finals. Oh, that big prize the following week, May 15th and May 16th, and it's going to be a blast. But here we go back into this game. Locky, take it away.
And once again, starting us out with this timer running down, and it's going to be now the joust advantage of course, Team Velocity, as it does give it off to Hunter-Bailey, and Hunter-Bailey now looking for a pass, just going to bounce off the Geo there as Link 1 recollecting, Link 1 with an open goal, and Link 1 going to hit that one easily, and Link 1, that one's in, as that's a 3-point lead already, and we only just started 11 seconds ago on this round. We only just unpaused about in 11 seconds. Link 1's able to get the recollect, get the shot off, and that is a 3-point lead already. Maybe they took the time rather than Velocity in this pause to have a conversation and sort something out, because clearly they've come out the gates racing hard as Ryruff now takes his time driving into the bubble.
He drove into the bubble all the way. He wasn't stopping. He was free on the highway. And it's going to be an 6-7. So they still don't have the lead. And that's the power of those threes. As Velocity does not have the joust advantage. Wrath does. And they're looking to extend it. Extend their lead, that is. Here we go.
Yeah, and I love these 1-point games. We saw it earlier when I was doing a cast with DocEducation, doing the Hive Mind versus High Voltage game, and the 1-point leads, especially in that round 2 game, were so prominent, and they were so dangerous, as maybe a shot gonna cut me off there, but that one's just gonna bounce off the Geo back out into the hands of Jake. But yeah, we saw it in the round 2 of the Hive Mind versus High Velocity, and it was a brilliant round 2, and it came away with the win for Hive Mind to bring it to a round 3, and it was incredibly hype. I love to see these 1-point games because one team is usually in the lead by only just a little bit, but looking to get that 1-point lead is now Ryruff with the disc taking his time.
Taking his time, and he doesn't have a lot of it, but that cut pass might actually come through, but unfortunately he has to block the stun as opposed to catching the disc. So maybe some smart play there, but it is going to go back high, and into the cross pass. The cross clear maybe, as that slap is going to get slapped all the way downfield and bouncing into the hands of Hunter-Bailey.
Hunter-Bailey juking around the block there, taking a bit of time, having a bit of fun maybe, as he is only at a 1-point lead, but this game is as serious as it gets. This is more serious even though than maybe even Challenger Cup on May 8th, because this is the last one and they really need to get into it to even have a chance of winning the Challenger Cup and even have a chance of getting into the Master Division, as Jake now taking his time, giving a pass over to Ryruff.
Ryruff over to Lufu. Lufu just walking it in, making sure they have the proper offensive setup. They are just setting up here around the bubble. Trying to stay open. Stuns are coming out, but that's going to be a cross pass. That looked like it maybe hooked a little bit too much from that throw, but it is going to get picked up by Arrow Knight, who's going to get the turnover all the way downfield now. All the way. And that's going to be read by the Stacks. Can they get the 3 bounce shot? Ooh, it's going to hit the post. And it is going to be cleared out by Jake, going into the hands of Ryruff, his teammate, and back into the midfield.
Knight now with the pass all the way over to Link 1, and Link 1 driving this one into the bubble with the backboard shot, and Link 1 with the 3-pointer once again, and only just in the very edge. That was a 7-meter 3-pointer, and I'm sure that is devastating for the side of Team Velocity as he just enters the bubble there and just takes that backboard shot, and he knows he can hit it, and it is almost perfectly top pocket as Lufu now takes the disc, but intercepted, sorry, gonna have to cut me off as, but once again, intercepted from Lufu, and now into the hands of Jake, as Jake gives it off to Ryruff, and hold on a second, because this may be another attacking opportunity, as Ryruff looks for the duck, but just gonna be slapped out there by the side of Wrath.
Wrath, though, going low. Ryruff, sorry, Velocity turning around, and Hunter-Bailey gonna dive in, and he's gonna get it. 2-point game, 1 minute left.
Yeah, there is no reason they cannot come back. The only reason they struggle with this same minute left and same point deficit is it is a 3-pointer, and those are difficult to make if they just keep a goalie back, and it is so difficult. But maybe with a 2-point lead, this is a different story entirely. Will they come away with the 2 and bring us an OT maybe? Or will they come away with the 3 and bring us the game? Or will Team Wrath just take it away and finish it off in round 2 as Jake now with the disc, maybe looking for a shot that going to bounce off the Geo, but it's back into the hands of his own as Jake recollects it. Jake maybe looks for a pass to Hunter-Bailey, but stolen by Link 1 as Link 1 gets that clear.
Link 1 does get the clear. It goes all the way downfield now. The stacks are coming through, but it is going to be 30 seconds on the clock. We need Velocity to score a 2 or a 3 to see this third round or OT, but that's not going to help them at all, as Link 1 is looking to end this. Over to Arrow Knight. Back to Sports, but 14 seconds now. It's not looking good. That's a pass high. That's a pass low. 10 seconds on the clock. That's going to clear it out. It needs to be a good clear. That's not a good clear. Is the stack there? No, it's not, but that's a long 3, but going to immediately get intercepted. This game is done. Round 2, round 1, go to Wrath. What a game.
What a game indeed, and that was so close in both games. I mean, to be honest, whilst it was a 5-point lead by the end for Team Wrath, but it was all down to that 3-point shot that they nearly managed to take and they nearly managed to get. But once again, a 2-point lead this time. Only 2 points, as just maybe that last shot coming in from the side of Velocity as they do attempt it, but it's just going to be saved within those last 5 or so seconds. But once again as well, it's taking shots and taking the time to take shots and make a decision as the clock runs down and you're within those last 45 or so seconds on so much on the line. Their chance at playing in the Challenger Cup is on the line after all, and maybe they just panic and take shots at that point because maybe keeping the disc might have been the good idea, making some passes and slowly moving it up rather than going for a rushed attack at play and maybe just doing what they do best, as we saw earlier, and playing defensive and taking their time and just finishing out with that 2-pointer and bringing it to an OT and maybe being able to take that OT and maybe bringing us to a round 3. But sadly, for the side of Velocity, Team Wrath going to be on their case, holding the disc for as long as possible, passing it around, taking as much time as they can, and really just running down that clock and finishing this game in 2 rounds. And that's a clean sweep for Team Wrath.
Man, what a good way to say it, and what a way to end the season for Wrath. I do believe they don't have any more games. Let me double check before I bite my words, but I'm pretty sure that was it for them, and they definitely put on a good show. Both of you guys played a great game. I agree. But yes, this is their last game, Wrath and Velocity. Do they have another one? Yeah, let's check out the standings here. Yeah, this is both Wrath and this is not Velocity's last game. They have a game against Ignite tomorrow, so that is certainly going to be a barn burner. At least I hope so. But we do have High Voltage, Hivemind, Kraken, and Technique in the positions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Velocity, if they did win that match, that would be a huge win for them to try to steal that 4th spot away from Technique. But Wrath also taking it. So Velocity will fall, I think, for losing that. So I'm on 100% sure they will. Wrath might switch with Velocity, or they might take the 4th spot away from Technique. I'm not quite sure, but it is going to be super hype. Once again, Challenger Cup, May 8th, all day, EU, NA, 1 day, across VRML 1, 2, and 3. That's going to be 72 games in 1 day. So make sure you are there. It's going to be super hype. And then the following weekend is finals, May 15th and 16th. And that is also going to be crazy. May 15th is going to be basically effectively round robin. Well, not really, but the beginning of the tournament where we need all 3 channels going. But on the 16th, we're just going to have everything on 1, the finals for EU and NA, all on channel 1, so we can try to get more than 1,000 concurrent viewers at the same time. So make sure you are there. Put in your calendars, tell your friends, tell your family, and tell everyone. Tell your pets too. But regardless, that's all we got for you here today. And that's it. That's all. That's all she wrote. We do have a couple more games tonight on Channel 2 and Channel 3. Make sure to check them out. But that's it for Channel 1 as far as I can see. That rhymed. But anyway, that is it. I am your host, Luke. With me is Locky11. And on cams is the ever so awesome and consistent Newton Dad. I hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, and rest of your life. Thanks for joining us here on VRML 1 to watch and support this game we all know and love, Echo Arena. See you next time.
And we're underway.
Season 3 of VR Master League Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Rebuff Reality, ProTube VR,